Hello everybody, welcome to Top 10 Disney Rides. We just went to California for a week, went to Disney for 4 days in a row, and it felt appropriate after doing an hour-long vlog to do a Top 10 Disneyland rides.
Yeah, so I'm super pumped to do this. We went on every single ride at Disneyland, and we've been planning this for what, 2 weeks now? 3 weeks, a month? I don't know.
I have no idea.
So, do you
want
to...
Top 10?
Yeah.
I think we actually talked about it before we even went to California.
Yeah, so this is like a year in the making.
Yeah.
So, friend, what is your number 10?
I should probably have my list open, huh?
That'd be smart.
My number 10! Are you ready?
I am ready.
My number 10? Indiana Jones.
Ooh! Why, friend? Why? Please inform the people.
Because he's Jonesin. I'm sorry.
I like that.
Sorry,
No,
friend.
Alright, no, I like it.
No,
I like
that's
it.
not
I like
my
it.
reason.
That's gonna be my reason, thanks.
The Indiana Jones ride, there's one downfall. You can't yeet the steering wheel. The steering wheel is not a thing. It doesn't turn. But
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, because remember we fought to get in the front?
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
But it's fun to feel all the different movements that are in that ride, how it like does that, and it's like, I don't know, it's just unique compared to other rides, and there's like air blowing from the sides. My hat almost flew off at one point. The boulder almost falling on you looks freaking awesome. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much why Indiana Jones is my number 10.
Indiana Jones is pretty dope. Alright, my number 10. I'm going on the California Adventure side.
Oh, wait, didn't explain that. Okay, so we're doing the Disneyland Park and the California Adventure side, both of them together.
My number 10. Grizzly River Run.
Oh!
That's number 10, just because we were on it once and it was our last day.
Yeah.
We were there for 4 days and we went on that ride the last day and it was closed actually. We're in line when it was closed, which
yeah, it opened
sucked.
and then closed.
But it's really cool. I like how it works. We got shafted because there's this water spout. We're going right under. We're like, oh no, I had to cover my bag, and it was a ton of fun. It was definitely a good way to cool off. It was really warm that day, so I don't know. It was a very fun. It was very turbulent. You spun a lot. It was very in terms of you didn't at any given time you could just fly out. Well, you couldn't, but it just felt
you're
like,
gonna die.
Yeah, you like spun while going down and there's water everywhere. It was a lot of fun. But going on it once I feel like makes it number 10. So
I would go on it more if I could.
yeah, I know. I just moved my laptop.
All right,
friend. Number 9.
Number 9, the Guardian Dropper.
Wow, interesting. All right.
Yeah, I wonder if never mind. I went out for the first time when we went to on the trip. I missed the original, sadly. I wish I went on it, but I was too afraid to go on droppers at the time. I'm extremely happy I went on it this time though. I had so much fun going up and down that ride. My stomach was in my pretty much.
There's actually a picture of us on that ride. So I mean, if you can think of it,
I can put the pictures up if we have some of them.
Yeah, that was I do agree that was a lot of fun.
But yeah, just the excitement I got out of that ride put it at number 9.
All right, friend. This is controversial. My number 9 is Hyperspace Mountain.
You hyped that ride up so much.
All right, I have a
That's
story
number
for you guys.
9.
I went to Disneyland in 2007 when it was just Space Mountain. There was, I think, Red Hot Chili Peppers playing, and it was a ton of fun, and it was just fast, and it was so much fun as a kid. But now, 2019, they bought Star Wars out, so now it's Hyperspace Mountain. It's still dope. I'm not a Star Wars fan. Well, I like Star Wars, but I'm not a fan. It's just I wasn't all about it, but it was so cool because we're just dodging shots and just going fast, and it felt like we were actually flying in a spaceship. Not
it was really fun.
Like Star Tours. It was a lot of fun. It was very fast paced, and even though you got jerked around a lot, just the atmosphere. So that's why it's 9. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but just it didn't do it for me just because like the whole Star Wars vibe was kind of weird.
My number 8, Hyperspace Mountain. I like the original Space Mountain more.
Agreed.
Even though it was just pitch dark, that was a crazier aspect. You're just in the dark and you don't know what's happening. But the addition of Star Wars, I think, was awesome. You know, I don't care about Star Wars. I've never watched a Star Wars movie. I don't care about it. But you know, the escape and stuff, and just like how you're dodging all the shots and stuff, and then the part where you go down right before you hit a spaceship, that was so awesome.
That was like at the end, right?
Around the end. That's how I knew how to do the picture.
Those pictures were embarrassing because it was just going so fast. I forgot about the camera. I was holding up the Too Sweet side the entire time. It didn't work. All right, my number 8 is the Incredicoaster.
Wow.
The Incredicoaster is so much fun.
That's number 8?
Yeah, it's number 8. It's all right. I don't even know how to explain this, but the loop, I was scared of it at first, but now I absolutely love it.
Once you get past it, you're good.
I'm so glad that they turned a coaster that was kind of bland, just kind of an eyesore, into this Incredicoaster. Like, it's so cool. It's not really like a storyline coaster, but it like shows parts of it. You know, it shows Jack, and you know, it shows all the characters. And you're going hella fast, making loops, making these crazy turns, going up and down.
Before you even get on the ride, they're like, what they say, just take a ride and slap our name on it or something like that.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, let's take an old ride, slap our name on it. It's all right. It's really cool because before you actually go, it goes 3, 2, 1, go, and it splashes through all this water. The only thing I don't like is that when you're going so fast, you have those loud things in the back of your ear, and I'm like,
oh my god, yeah.
I could go without that. That's the only thing I don't like about that ride. Like, you're going so fast that you want to enjoy the ride, but the people in the Incredibles are just talking in your ear. But I really love that ride. Number 8.
My number 7, Big Thunder Mountain.
Wow. I thought it was gonna be a lot higher.
Nah, we went on this ride 4 or 5 times, mostly because the wait time was very short with the fast pass. We just kept hitting it as soon as we saw it. Really, why I have it on my list is because of the girl who was sitting behind us, who made us crack up. Do you not remember the girl who was behind us?
Yeah, I did. She was. It was like a little dipshit. She was having a good time.
It was like a corner that, like, one of the only corners you'd go slow on. She would yell. It just made the ride funny. Yeah, I think the ride's mostly getting on the list just because of memories, but I do like the thrill of it. So
my number 7 is Haunted Mansion. I'm not the biggest fan of like scary things. This isn't scary, but like for the Haunted Mansion,
I forgot we broke down on that ride.
Exactly. The people who worked on there, they were just, I know that everyone who works there is so in character, but these people were like,
oh my god.
I think there were bricks in the line, and then she's like, all right, you gotta stand in the bricks. If there's space, there's dead space, or something like that.
If you can breathe or something.
If you can, if you can
breathe, there's more room or something.
That's why it's not my job. But in the elevator going down to the actual line itself was pretty cool. I was happy that it was a constant moving line where, like, all right, 2 go. I found this out. They stopped the constant moving rides for people in wheelchairs to get in, which I think is pretty cool. There's arguably the scariest part of the ride where you're facing a corridor. It's a mirror. It's a chandelier just like floating around, and I'm like
in the very start,
we're stuck here for like 4 minutes. So while this, I mean, it wasn't scary, but it was definitely badass.
I didn't think about pulling out the GoPro until like right before it started working again. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, and that was a ride that we were on multiple times, and the Bride's Churro, that was dope too.
Oh so my god,
number 7.
Bride Churro was so good.
That's why Haunted Mansion is number 7.
Number 6 for me, Grizzly River Run.
Ooh.
So we discovered before we even started talking about the list that our top 10 is going to be pretty much the same thing except for different order.
You gotta think, like, we like all the same stuff pretty much. And so we went on all these together, so it's not going to be far off.
Like he said, we only got to go on the ride once. We got soaked. The whole ride is fun to start with, but the wait time is insane. It's like usually like an hour or more, and how often the ride goes down is crazy.
Yep, I was about to chime in there. Yeah, it goes down like crazy.
But when you actually get on it, you know, all the dips and stuff are fun. You barely get soaked, and then like he said, a spout of water gets shot up, and you get completely soaked. And I put this at number 6 because I feel like it's a troll ride. I feel like Disney was just like, let's put this in here, lol. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. My number 6 is Big Atanda Mountain. You know, it's a thrill ride. It's a lot of fun. You know, I think the people make it. It's hilarious. The ride itself brings back like old Red Dead, you know, type vibes. And I'm from Arizona,
it does,
so
doesn't
like
it?
Bringing it back to like the Wild West and having like snakes and rocks and dynamite, you know, it really like, I'm like, oh wow, this is so cool.
Yeah.
So it kind of brought me back. Like, all right, this is pretty cool.
I love the part when you're going through the tunnel and it's exploding.
Yeah, you're going up. There's explosions. That ride is so cool, and it fits Frontierland. So that's why it's number 6.
My number 5, Radiator Springs Cars.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
This ride is a lot of people's favorite ride. Even my family brings it up every single time we talk about Disneyland or anything Disney. I think that's their favorite ride. I had to put it at number 5 just because of the thrill you get from it. I love going through each of the animatronic rooms and like feeling like you're actually there with like the Cars characters and stuff. That's one of the things I love about Disneyland. Plus, you know, you get out of the heat. So
yeah, right. There's actually like AC in there, I think.
And then there's the line has like water coming down on you, like you know, the moisture. You saw that, right?
Little like sprinklers, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that ride, not just for the ride itself, but even the line and stuff, with like the sprinklers and stuff. That's what puts it at number 5 for me, because it was just enjoyable all around. Plus, we got to go on it with a fast pass, even though we didn't have the fast pass for it. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I changed my top 10 during this.
I'm sure you did. I assumed you would.
My number 5 is Indiana Jones Adventure.
Damn.
Now, a lot of this is nostalgia for me as a kid. Because I turned 21 in California when I was there.
It was his birthday vacation.
In 2007, how old was I? Like 9. I was scared of the Cobra in Indiana Jones. And if you sit on the right, the Cobra is like right here at your face. And I'm like, I want to sit on the right. I want to sit on the right. Yeah, it is. I want to sit on the right-hand side and face my fear. And I did. And we turned that corner and I'm like, and I dabbed on it.
I can hear the dab.
It hurt my hat. Anyways, yeah, I mean, that ride is such the temple itself, if you see in the vlog, I actually started a woot woot chant going to the actual ride itself. I'm like, woot woot, there's people behind us, like
wrestling thing.
Yeah. But anyways, it's the line itself was cool. Going to the actual ride was so cool. The environment, it just felt like you were in the movie. Like there's this rope that you could tug on, some old man would talk. The ride itself, like he said, like that cannon, well, not a cannonball. What's that ball called? I guess boulder? Like a rock. Yeah, the boulder just going towards you. You just go under it. That ride was really cool, and I love when even though it kind of sucks physically, when we go really fast, you stop on the bridge.
Oh, the bridge! I almost smacked my face on the bar.
That was rough, but it was so cool at the same time. So that's why it is number 5.
What was your Pirates of the Caribbean?
It wasn't on here.
So you haven't done it yet. All right, my number 4, Pirates of the Caribbean. All right, how could this not be my top 10?
I regret my number 10 though.
Why?
Because Pirates was dope.
Wait, did you put Pirates at number 10?
I know. Grizzly was 10.
Wait, did you not even put Pirates on your list?
Nope.
You didn't put Pirates of the Caribbean on your top 10?
Nope. it was a tough cut. It was a tough cut.
We went it like 3-4 times.
I know. It was a tough cut, friend.
Anyways, I will go on this ride as often as I can while I'm in the park. With the smells that are in the ride, the water smell, the water smell is what everyone always thinks of when they go on Splash Mountain and Pirates of the Caribbean, you know?
Yep.
The environment is freaking amazing. You know, all the animatronics are all around. You know, even the part where you're going past the restaurant, even though that's clearly just an advertisement, like, hey.
That's so dope, though.
Yeah, it is cool. It'd be fun to sit there and just watch the boats go by. Watching the cannon fire, you know, and smelling the cannon fire and everything. Patrick's dumb for not putting it in his top 10. But yeah, that's why that's my number 4.
I want to piggyback off of that. Why it's probably number 11, to be honest with you. It's just such a dope environment. The animatronics look so real. You know, Jack's just doing Jack stuff.
I'm so mad at you that you didn't put that on your list.
It was a lot of fun. All right, all right. I know I told you it was a hard choice to make. Number 4 for me, Radiator Springs Racers. That ride was, we only went on it once our first day, but it was so, it felt like I was in the movie, you know, like you had like the action, like the actual like race where you're like going up and around, and then you had like, oh, you know, I'm in like Flo's shop, you know, and they missed us as we're getting a paint job.
Oh yeah,
that was cool. And then we went through
you can they're like spraying water on you and you can smell the paint.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just like, oh, you know, it's just all thrill. It's the thrill, and then you're like, all right, you're coasting through, you're going through it. So I don't know, just I think it was cool that you got to race other people in the car beside you. That was so dope to me. That's why it's number 4.
I didn't even notice the people beside us the first time I went on it.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, there's people next to us. I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh.
All right, friend, number 3.
Haunted Mansion, number 3.
I know what 2 and 1 are. All right, nice.
If you've ever been on this, you might get a room full of people. The elevator. You might get a room full of people quoting what the dude who's hanging. You know, the commentator dude.
Yep.
You might get a room full of people quoting him. Everyone loves that ride. Haunted Mansion is iconic. It's one of the most impressive rides in the park with everything that's going on in there. You know, the illusions they give you with the ghost dancing with the mirror, and
that is actually underrated as flip, dude. That's pretty cool.
You know, the ghosts, you know that part where the ghosts are shooting up in the air and it looks like it goes on forever?
Yep.
I love that part because it looks like you're legitimately outside and there's ghosts just flying up in the air. The part where you get to go backwards down and it cracks your back and you get to chill for at least 10 or 15 seconds. My favorite part of the ride.
It's AC.
Yeah, plus there's AC. But yeah, that's my number 3.
My number 3 is Soaring Around the World, or Soaring Around California.
Isn't it called California Soaring?
It is, but on the app, it's called Soaring Around the World.
Oh.
Which technically it's California Soaring. That's how I name it or talk about it as. But Soaring Over California is so dope. He actually got over his, not fear of heights, but motion sickness. I want to say, right?
No, it's not. It wasn't a fear. I will legit throw up on the ride, but the motion sickness pills actually worked for me.
We went on that ride twice, and I'm glad that it's just such a cool experience. Because I just love the ride because you're in the air, you know, your feet are dangling, and like every scene that you see, you smell, or you know, you feel, you know, the wind, and it's you feel like that you're actually there. And I actually forgot that my feet were dangling. I was in the air. I forgot that I was on a ride because it felt so real. That's exactly why it's number 3.
See, I did the motion sickness pills. The motion sickness still hit me a little bit. I didn't put it on my top 10 because I'm more of a thrill ride guy. Even though I have like these like chill rides on here still, but I did have fun on it. That is, even though it's not on my list, I did have fun on that ride. My number 2, Incredicoaster.
I called it. There we go.
I bet I know what your number 1 is.
Don't speak to me. Your one is my one. Leave me alone.
We both have the same number 1. We know it. We didn't tell each other. We just know it is.
Oh man.
I used to be afraid of loops like he was, and then my dad took me on a loop at Knott's Berry Farm without telling me, and it got me over it. And this was my second loop that I ever went on, and you know, after I went on that, it was pretty much like I didn't care. I had so much fun on thrill rides after that. I pretty much, after going on a loop, my mindset with like things that I thought were like scary to do, I've gotten over now. Now I want to try everything, really. I don't want to go skydiving because that sounds terrifying.
That does sound terrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
Scuba diving and skydiving are 2 things I won't do because I'm terrified of water and I'm scared the parachute wouldn't pull. But anyways, Incredicoaster. That ride to me, there was one day when we were at Disney where I was in a bad mood. It like that can get me out of a bad mood. That ride is a huge mood changer just because of the thrill of it, you know, and just how your stomach feels on each drop and how fast it's going around each corner and the loop and stuff. It's just the way it makes you feel can change a mood in an instant. So I had to put it at number 2. When he said that, what was it, your number 8?
Yep.
When he said it was number 8, I'm like, what? Because we went on it twice or 3 times?
4.
Did we?
3 or 4, yeah. Because I know that we fast passed it twice.
All I know was it was definitely something that I want to go back on like right now. So yeah, that's my number 2.
My number 2, to no avail, is Jungle Cruise.
That wasn't even on my list.
Once again, I have a very split mindset when it comes to my favorite rides, because it's like I like the thrill rides and I like the chill rides that looks beautiful and it's just a lot of fun. Jungle Cruise during the day, it doesn't feel like you're there, but it feels real enough. There's a ton of things like with hippos, there's elephants, there's monkeys, there's rhinos, there's I got eaten by a rhino.
I thought of that
rhino,
too.
There's crocodiles. It's just really cool. But what sold it for me, it was our second to last day, right?
Yeah, and you met your wife.
No, relax.
Your second wife. Sorry.
It was 11:30, and we're like, all right, let's just go, you know. But we're like, oh, Jungle Cruise. There's like no wait time. There's this girl that was the captain of it, and she made this ride so much fun, so funny, and you felt like it was still kind of real, but she like added the humor to it. I think there was a zebra that was dead, and like, oh look, the zebra died. I mean, he's asleep. Sorry, I had to.
No. She said,
right?
Oh look, it's dead. Asleep. Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
And then there was like apes with guns, like, shh, don't make any banana noises. And I'm like, oh my god, that is the greatest thing. But we did learn that the captains are taught to say around the same things, which kind of bums me out. But still, that one experience is like, wow, that is. You guys
don't understand. He really liked the girl. Okay, we passed up 3 boats and waited in line for this specific girl to show up, and she wasn't even doing the ride that day. So
I was really sad, but that alone was very funny, and it made the ride go by a lot faster, and it made it more enjoyable.
If you guys go on the Jungle Cruise, do it at night because it's really fun at night.
And all right, and like, oh yeah, after you. Oh, thanks for your cruise, blah blah. Please be safe and get out of my boat.
Get out of my boat, yeah.
It was a ton of fun, but yeah, that's why it's number 2. What's
right.
our number one?
Do you want to say
number one?
Do you want to say number one together because we both know what it is? We know what our number ones are. Right?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Splash
Mountain.
Yeah.
You get to go first. You get to go first.
How about we just chime in together? All right.
I like it.
Okay. Here's my reason. It's hilarious. That's why. That's the start of my reason.
It's hilarious. Mine.
Yeah, we died every time we went on it.
It was a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, you didn't. The first time you went on it was August 12th.
Yep, it was our second day.
13th? No, wait.
12th. It was 12th.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the first time you ever went on Splash Mountain was August 12th, 2019.
It was amazing. It was just I didn't know like anything about this ride.
Yeah, he thought he was just gonna go up and drop. He didn't know there was so many rooms and stuff. He thought it was just gonna go
Yeah, but there's so many rooms, there's so many drops, opportunities for you to like just get wet. But honestly, like
Drip
there's
Mountain.
so many drops. Yeah, like Drip Mountain. We didn't even get wet. Call it Dry Mountain. Jeez.
Lady was so mad.
Yeah, there's actually a picture of this.
Oh my god.
Asian lady who sat in the front seat, and her face was like, I can't even mimic it. It was so funny. And he pointed at the picture, and then he turned around, pointed at her, and they both started cracking up. Because her face looked so funny.
She started laughing when I pointed at her in the picture, so I knew it was her behind me. I looked around, turned around, and saw that it was her, so I pointed directly in her face and started laughing at her. And I just walked away laughing. I didn't say anything to her. I just cracked up and walked away.
And there's multiple pictures. I don't know if you want to put up all of them.
I'll put up the ones that we have, I guess. So I think we went on it that time and then immediately got right back on it because the line was empty.
At night, there's not a lot of people there, so you could legit get on it and on it and on it again.
If you go to Disney,
it's been like half hour.
If you go to Disneyland and you want to go on that ride quick, you don't want to wait. If you don't mind being wet at 9 o'clock at night, that's when you go. 9 o'clock at night. That's when they're doing the fireworks. That's when no one's there. Hop on it then. There will be legit no one in line, and you'll get right on it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's a drop. You get wet. It's like, oh, and then there's a little storyline.
The little drops are worse than the big one.
Yeah, because there's like more that goes in your little log. It's like, come on, dude. And there's a rabbit getting choked by like a rope, and it's hilarious.
Which is hilarious.
I don't know why it was so funny. It looked like stretched out and just like wrapped around.
All right, guys, if you want to see our full vlog of our entire adventure in California, in Disney, well, no, I didn't do Santa Monica Beach because I didn't have my GoPro, but a beach. If you want to see that, click on the top right corner. There'll be a card. Just click on that. It'll take you right to it, and you'll see our whole trip there. I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10. Remember, this is every single Wednesday.
What's next, friend? Do you know off the top of your head?
Top 10 GTAs. Actually, top 5 GTAs.
Top 5.
Yeah, top 5 GTAs. So there's top 10 and top 5s every Wednesday.
Alrighty, and we hope that you guys enjoyed. And with that being said,
a new